morning, friends. This is Jalla, your friendly advisor in Ireland. Welcome back to my channel. I have a special guest on this video who is going to talk about QFA and how to tackle QFA exam. She is none other than Rasta Gallapati. She is an accomplished customer service associate and a project administrator with more than 5 years of comprehensive work experience in financial service sector. Hi, Rajita. How are you?
Hi, Ella. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining me today on this special call
Yeah,
regarding QFA.
absolutely. Pleasure is mine. Thanks for having me in this call.
Perfect. If I can, I want to go straight into the questions there regarding your work background and QFA exams. The first question from my end would be, what is your work background and when did you come to Ireland?
I already had professional work experience in financial service in Indian banking industry. I worked as an associate with State Bank of India. I worked on bank account setups, internet banking, and trading account setups, handling cash, updating tax forms for deposits. I also advise it to sold mutual funds, mortgage loans, and insurances to the customers. I came to Ireland in 2020 on dependent stamp 1G visa.
Okay, that's nice to know. And what is QFA and what is its importance in Ireland? This is the primary reason I have you on this call.
Yeah, QFA is a six module level seven qualification, and it is a must for all those who pursue career in retail and business banking. It is the industry recognized premier designation qualification for financial advisors in Ireland. If you are a financial advisor or wish to become one in the future, then the professional diploma in financial advice will hence the breadth and depth of your knowledge to provide consumers with sound professional advice. To advise clients, you are required to have QFA by Central Bank of Ireland's minimum competency code.
So if I understand it right, without QFA, you wouldn't really get jobs where you need to advise clients. Okay, that's
Yeah, if you need to advise clients, it is better to have QFA.
okay. And how did you stumble upon QFA?
I wanted to work in financial industry as I have 5 years of experience. So I wanted to build on that. I have given interviews at PTSB and they wanted a person who had at least APA. APA is nothing but accredited product advisor. Though I had experience, I was not selected and was asked by the hiring manager to get APA. If you get APA if you complete regulation module along with any of other five modules. And I decided to sign up for the exam. Uh, I also have an Indian friend who completed QFA and is working.
Okay. Given that you told about APA, what is the course about and what is the exam structure that you need to follow to get QFA?
Yeah, QFA has six modules: regulations, loans, savings, and investments, pensions, financial advice, and life assurance.
Mhm,
Exams are conducted in January, May, and September in a year.
mhm.
The registrations are usually closed before 2 months toward the exam date. The exam requirements are easy. If you have a bachelor's degree or NFQ level 5 or IELTS 5.5 to take. The exams are provided by IOB and LEA. I went with LEA.
Okay, so any Indian or non-EU who come to Ireland basically will have bachelor's as a minimum degree. So
Yeah,
everyone is eligible who wants to do QFA. And how difficult was the exam?
it was moderate in nature, not very difficult though. You need to practice a lot prior to the exam. You need to read the exam materials provided by the institute and also practice exam buddy, which provided by LEA or IOB.
Is there any difference between IOB and CLIA or they're just providers of the
Uh,
certification?
they are just providers.
Okay. And given that you had QFA and you also are working in a company within Ireland, what are the opportunities one will get with QFA?
Far from being the end goal for many, the QFA is both a milestone and a stepping stone in their career journey. As
Hmm.
said earlier, retail and business banking requires QFA. If you have QFA, it is easy to get interviews and convince the hiring managers that you are here to stay. You are now eligible to pursue further proficiencies and qualifications.
And what kind of jobs? I mean, if you can give me title of the jobs which you can target with QFA, that will be helpful for the subscribers.
You can apply for the associate roles in the companies and also the APA roles.
Mhm.
When, for example, APA pensions, APA
Mhm.
investment associate. If you have
Mhm.
APA in investment, you can apply for investment associate. If you have APA in pensions, you can apply for pension administrator or pension associate.
Okay, like if you have in loans, probably mortgage advisor would be the role you
Yes.
should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. And if you are QFA, you can target any of these roles
Yes.
because you already complete. Okay, okay, that's good. Good to know about the structure of QFA, who are the providers, and what are the opportunities one would get with QFA. Now, once you are QFA, what would be your next step?
There are different paths based on one's interest. You can do another certification on fraud. You can enhance job on pensions by doing PTP certification, retirement planning with RPA, a few credit union certifications. We can also look at CFP for financial planning or LCOA for compliance.
And will QFA help you get more salary?
Yeah, the present salary range would be like 28 to 35K for
Mhm.
the entry levels. If you have a QFA and with 1 year experience in Ireland, you can ask more than 35K.
Okay, that's good to know. And without QFA, it will be difficult to convince people for extra pay. Is that right?
It's not difficult. You can
Okay,
convince them.
perfect. And there are a lot of people who reach out to me regarding finance jobs, and especially they talk about QFA and CFA. Do you have any advice for people who want to attempt QFA?
Yeah, I just advise them if you have time, you can apply 3 modules at a go.
Mhm.
If you are working and want to get certification, just select 2 modules in one attempt and prepare at least for a month to
Okay.
be prior to the exams.
Okay. And what is the pass mark for the exams in QFA?
It is 40% and there is negative marking in the exams. So please be cautious while you are attempting the answers.
Yeah. Thank you, Rajita, for all the advice and talking to us the QFA examination. I think it will be very helpful for non-Irish who come to Ireland uh, in search of finance jobs, and even they do, masters in finance. Thank you for being part of this video. I hope a lot of people will be reaching out to you on LinkedIn for advice on QFA if they still
Yeah,
have some
sure.
questions.
Yeah,
Hope
sure.
that wouldn't mind you.
No, no,
Yeah. Thank
no
you very much,
problem.
Rajita. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Ella. Thanks for having me in this call. Enjoy it.
Bye.
Bye.